Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM, brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. I kind of fooled a little bit on the show call there, trying to make sure she's pushing all the right buttons over there on this 16th of January, 2021. And I told the young man that's coming up next, we always like to talk a little fishing on this show. Frank Barton is our co-host. We're going to get to duck hunting a little bit, Frank, as you just hang on now, Frank. We'll get to duck hunting. But
we only have a few days left.
Let's see, we got 28th, what is it, 29th? What is it, Frank? I'm already...
Go through the 30th.
30th, okay. So we got a little bit of time left. But, I told folks, and I don't mind telling this young man that I told folks that I thought we had Larry Nixon set up. Well, here's a guy that's going to fill in for Larry Nixon. Now, he can always look back on his career and say, man, one day on Outdoors with Larry Ray, I got to fill in for Larry Nixon. So I'm not putting any pressure on Jason Milligan because from Cottonwood, California. But good morning, Jason. How you doing, buddy? This early Saturday morning.
Good morning, Larry. Yes, sir. I'm doing good, and I don't know how you ever fill in for Larry Nixon. I think the closest I ever got was carting his co-angler around on Wheeler Lake one time at a championship. But
see there?
Nobody's going to fill those shoes.
No. So you got the general. You're replacing the general. We'll make you a captain if you want to, whatever it might be. But
hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Whatever rank you want to give me, if I'm filling in for Larry, let's roll with it.
Well, we're going to talk to Jason because I needed somebody to talk about Major League Fishing and talk about the Toyota Series, and Jason is part of that. As I said, he's up in the northern part of California, and we're getting ready in really a short time. The Toyota Series Western Division, Major League Fishing, is coming to his home waters, Lake Shasta. And yes, I've been to Lake Shasta. It's a beautiful lake. It's a big lake, 30,000 acres. And it's in his backyard, so to speak. So, Jason, first of all, thanks for being with us. But secondly, about what's the pressure of when you look at this, you knew it was coming to your home lake. Is there any pressure for you?
No, not really, Larry. I've been fishing Lake Shasta. I'm 38 years old. I've been fishing there my whole life. My earliest memories of anything are fishing Lake Shasta when I was a little kid with my grandpa. And not a whole lot of pressure. Just looking forward to kicking the year off with Major League Fishing and the Toyota Series on my home lake. Had some success there in the past, and it's always a treat to start the series on your home lake, especially if you've been able to, shake that home lake curse. Sometimes you get too much stuff going on, and, and the wheels come off the bus. But
well, you talked about
looking forward to it.
Yeah, you talked about your grandfather Ed. You sent me some information here. Fished in your first FLW in 2007 as a co-angler, and it was on Lake Shasta. Yeah. And what happened in that event?
I was fortunate enough to secure the victory in that win.
How about
was a Stren Series back when I was on top of the world, Larry. Chris Jones announcing your name up there on that stage, and that was something special, and I was already hooked on fishing and tournament fishing, and that just really secured the deal for me, and ran with it, and it's been an adventure.
Well, you talk about this, and there's so many crooks in the road in this profession. I know it's almost like the PGA golf. I've known a lot of young people that come out here were great golfers, and they just couldn't cut it. You have been able to say some longevity here. And anybody that can fish and still have a real job and have 4 kids, my hat's off to you, man. I mean, how do you juggle all
this?
It's a lot of work. Yeah, how do you juggle all this?
Larry, I am blessed with one of the toughest women you will ever meet in your life. My wife, Kimberly, she's an avid angler herself, and she was a rodeo trick rider.
Come on,
She does stuff on a horse that would just make any rough boat ride look like child's play,
And then your 4 kids, you're in there, and you're all into motocross too. You tell me. So
yeah.
And one of the things here, I think you said your son wants nothing more than to qualify for the Loretta Lynn's Amateur National Championship. Is that right?
in the beautiful state of Tennessee,
Yes.
buddy. We're
Yes.
going to a couple of qualifiers out here in Washington, and I mean, we are going to have to go to Southern California. That's the only drawback. We got to go down there with those guys down there.
But
we always poke fun at Southern California because
Yes,
we're the
yeah.
hillbillies up here in
Yeah.
the north part of the state.
well,
you know?
you're where the hills
So
are.
yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to some qualifiers, and hopefully everything works out, and he does well enough where we'll be packing up a motorhome and an enclosed trailer and driving to Loretta Lynn's Ranch
My
in
goodness.
August.
Waverly, Tennessee. You better be ready for it. We've all been there.
Oh,
Have you ever been
we're
to?
ready, buddy.
Have you been to Loretta Lynn's Ranch before? So you
so,
better.
So I haven't. We had a championship, FLW championship, out on Kentucky Lake.
Yeah.
And it was
That's
it
close.
was launching out of Paris, Tennessee.
Yes. Yeah.
And at the time, my now wife was my fiance.
Uh-huh.
And she wasn't able to practice with me because she was an immediate family.
Right.
And
Okay.
I was telling Ron, the tournament director, I go, Ron, she's got a ring on her hand. Come on, bud, let her fish with me. And he said, I can't do it, buddy. She's not allowed to practice with you. So she drove out there with me. This is right before we had any kids or anything.
Yeah,
She helped me drive out there, and we took turns driving day and night.
All the way.
From
That's a long way.
from Northern California. Oh yeah, we drove it straight through, bud. So we get out there, and during practice, she would drop me in the water there, and then she'd go back to the room and drop the trailer, and she'd go sightseeing. And one of the first places she went to was Loretta Lynn's Ranch, and she just loved it.
Well, it's a beautiful spot. Again, we're talking to Jason Milligan. He is a Tornado Series angler here. And we're getting ready to kick it off, 2021. Boy, we're so glad 2020 is over. We're hoping for better things for everybody for 2021. But talk to me about Shasta, because I've been there. It's a beautiful lake, but it's a lake that changes colors. The clarity changes so many different times. So this event's coming up January 28th through the 30th. So talk about the lake itself and how it shapes up.
Yeah, so like we talked about, it's a high mountain impoundment reservoir. It has 5 major rivers that flow into it, and with big dam, and out of it comes the Sacramento River. So
yes.
Massive water fluctuations. This whole reservoir was built, back in the 40s for water storage and hydroelectric power. So, and fill the swimming pools in Southern California.
That's right.
So, we get massive water fluctuation. The lake wasn't built for recreation, but it is a great recreational lake.
But
back in the
it's a
80s,
tough lake.
Back in the 80s, it can be, and I kind of like the water fluctuation because I've lived on that lake my whole life, so
yeah.
I kind of know where the good structure is at varied water levels.
Uh-huh.
So I don't mind that, and then it keeps it fresh too. Say if I go and fish a tournament on Shasta, and then I don't see it for a couple months because I'm somewhere else fishing, right? And then you come back to your home lake, and it's, oh wow, the water dropped 30 feet in 2 or 3 months, and you kind of got to scrap everything that you were on last time you were on the water and go and relearn and relocate the schools of fish. So it keeps it fresh, and we have spotted bass. I know you guys like to call them Kentuckys.
Yes, we do. Yeah.
But we have an Alabama spotted bass here,
which is
and
it's a good fish.
They get big, man.
Yes, they do.
They get big.
They get big.
So we have kokanee, a landlocked salmon, kokanee that they plant. We have rainbow trout. We have something called a Sacramento pike minnow.
It's amazing.
We have the threadfin shad and the crawdads and the bluegills and the crappie and whatnot, and that's the base. But these spotted bass, once they get up over 3, 4, 5, 6 plus pounds, they're just snacking every 8 days. They'll eat an 8-inch rainbow trout, and that's good for them.
Man, I hate for them to eat those rainbow trouts. I'd rather eat them myself. That's when it comes
they're
down
tasty.
They are tasty. But now, tell me now, as we get closer here, this lake, also tend to see how much rain you get, how much snow you get in that area. So what are you predicting? Is we're still about 10 days out, 12 days out to the event itself. What are you thinking? And I know you said it was tough in a local tournament. I think I read something. So what's it going to take to win this thing, you think?
It's really a wild card,
Isn't it,
like
though?
I said.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if we do get some good weather systems moving in and we get a good influx of water and the lake stabilizes or starts to rise, the fish will crash the bank. Right now, they're out in 45, 65 feet.
Amazing.
I mean, you guys don't fish like that back there a lot.
No, we don't.
No. If I'm on a piece of structure and I'm graphing around, I don't see anything until I get out in 45 feet. Well, you got to do what you got to do, and you got to figure it out. But
wow. Okay.
if we get some color in the water and the lake stabilizes and maybe starts rising a little bit, those fish will get more comfortable coming up shallow, and the bait and all the bait, the small bait, the big bait, everything will kind of move up. So, and then another wild card that we have is we've started to see some really big largemouth over the last couple of years.
That's great.
Which is strange because we went years and years without hardly seeing any largemouth.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden you see guys bringing in 10-pounders into tournaments, or on a lake where a 10-pound limit of spotted bass is respectable.
Yes.
Somebody brings in a 10-pound largemouth, that kind of changes the whole
outcome. It changes
of
the whole thing. So, well, I know that I'm looking forward to seeing the results. We'll have all these results once they come in from the tournament there on Lake Shasta, posted on my website, lroutdoors.com, as we get them from our good friends at FLW and Major League Fishing. We really appreciate Jason on late notice being on Outdoors with Larry Ray, buddy. You'll automatically hook up some new fans here in the Memphis area. So.
Sounds great. My pleasure.
All right, buddy. Have a great one, and we'll stay in touch. We got your number, okay?
Yes, sir. And if anybody wants to see some freakishly large spotted bass, tune in to Major League Fishing and watch the weigh-ins live starting on the 28th of January.
That's it. Thank you, man. Thanks, Jason. Have a great day. All right?
Thank you, Larry.
All right,
you
thank
bet.
you. All right, let's take a break. And Frank, you get ready. We're coming back with Austin Riley, Atlanta Braves slugger. He likes to hunt and fish. We'll be right back.
I'm ready.